So I'm gonna ask you a question. Will you marry me?
Hey, if marrying you is what will make you happy in this life, I'm ready to marry you. And I'll repeat and say yes, 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 yes.
No, 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 no. This is not how it was supposed to go. Kim swore she wouldn't get married until all of her questions had been answered. She promised that she'd walk away unless she was first wife. What happened to getting his mum's blessing? I mean, who in their right mind would propose to someone in the evening and then the very next morning sit by helplessly and watch them get ready for a date with another woman?
Baby, don't you think that this clothes is nice on my body?
It's crazy to me that I did this big grand gesture last night.
And you know I love it.
And seeing you get ready for this today is like, it's like a slap in my face.
I feel so sorry for Jamal. Just imagine that Kim was your mum, embarrassing herself like that on TV for the world to watch. Poor guy.
And I did it, and I proposed, and I actually got down on one knee and proposed, and he said yes. Hi.
That's the look of a guy who's just fed up with his mum's stupidity. So let's rewind to before the proposal, back to the start of the episode. We join Kim and Usman on their way back to their hotel room following their meeting with Usman's mum and brother Farouk. Kim is still in disbelief as to what Usman's mum has asked him to do.
I didn't expect this meeting to end with his mom wanting Usman to go meet somebody she wants to set him up with as a first wife.
But while Kim is struggling to come to terms with it, Usman, on the other hand, doesn't seem bothered at all.
So you're going to go meet a girl that you might marry while I'm here.
Usman's attitude seems to be completely different from the first time Kim met his mum. The cab ride home then saw Usman willing to do whatever it would take to make Kim happy again. On this cab ride, however, Usman doesn't seem to be too attentive to Kim's distress. It's almost as if he can see his plan is working.
Babe, what if my mom said that I cannot marry you until I marry first? What if that is the final answer? Are you leaving me?
I don't know.
You leaving me?
I don't know.
No wonder his attitude has changed so much. He can clearly see that she's backtracking. Her stance is softening. Only a few days ago she was saying, "There's no way I'm going to be second wife. I'd rather leave you." Now she's saying, "I don't know." He can see that she doesn't have the conviction to stand by what she says. Her threats are empty. And he repeatedly tells Kim his mum is the most important person. They need to follow what she says.
The reality is that I will never disobey my mom for any human being on this earth.
I understand.
I want you to understand something. I am saying that we need to respect mom.
Right.
Let me do what she asked me to do.
Kim is agreeing to all of this. She's indicating that she understands they have to follow his mum's wishes. And for the first time, she even starts sharing her deepest fears and vulnerabilities about the other wife.
I'm scared. It scares me. Like, what if you meet this girl and you like her? I don't want you to have feelings for somebody else like you have for me. And I'm scared that you're going to meet somebody that's younger than me, probably prettier than me, and then, you know, you're going to have this connection with her.
So how does Usman respond to this? Well, exactly as you'd expect him to respond to it if he's trying to get his own way. Now that he knows what she's worried about, he can address those fears and tell her what she wants to hear. No, baby, no one can match what you and I have.
Think about how far we've been coming. Think about how the kind of stages we pass through before we get to this place. How do you think I'll just meet a lady because she's young or maybe she's beautiful, then boom? It's not possible.
It's not possible, Kim. No one can match you, says a man who only 24 hours earlier was boasting that he didn't care if Kim left him because he had rich, young, beautiful women in his DMs. But by giving her that reassurance that she needs to hear, Kim falls for it. And little by little, she starts to accept more and more of the things she said she never would.
All right. So, like, go meet this girl, woman, or whatever she is. Go meet her, but I'm not happy about this at all.
What message do you think this sends to Usman? When Kim says she's not happy about something, but lets him do it anyway, Is it any wonder that he thinks he can get away with making her his second wife? Sure, she might not be happy about it, but this wouldn't be the first time that she hasn't been happy, but she's gone on to accept it.
I'm not happy about this at all. Like,
Yeah.
it makes my skin crawl to think
I'm not happy
that
about
I'm
this.
in Nigeria and you're gonna go meet some other woman. That just blows my mind. But
Babe.
but I get it. I understand it.
Babe.
I don't like it at all.
So what is going through Kim's mind? Why is she just accepting this now? Well, her twisted logic is that by allowing Usman to go and meet this girl, she'll hopefully win points with Usman's mum. She even said in the last episode, she thinks this might be a test.
I'm hoping that me letting Usman go to this meeting or this date or whatever it's called, it's just letting his mom know how much I love him. And she gives me the blessing to be the first wife. Maybe if I let you go and do this and meet this woman with your mom, and then she, you could say like Kimberly wasn't happy about it, but Kimberly respects you.
Yes.
Yeah, like this is okay.
You know,
I get it.
Now, the thing that doesn't make sense to me is if Kim thinks it's a test, why would she not wait until she knows the results of the test, so to speak? What she does next feels like an act of desperation, a last-ditch attempt to try and stake her claim on Usman. She asks him to leave the room under the pretense that she wants to have a call in private with her son Jamal. And then she begins to decorate the room ready for her proposal.
This is a lot, but I feel like I need to pull out all the stops and really just show him like I am the one. I kind of just want to like seal the deal with him before he goes to meet this other woman. I want him to remember this night and wear his ring.
This feels like it's a proposal for tactical reasons, and we can see that when Usman comes back into the hotel room, he's caught completely off guard.
Wait. Wow. Oh my God, babe.
Hi.
Kim then asks him to sit down, tells him how much she loves him, and then gets down on one knee to propose.
Will you marry me?
Babe. Babe.
Usman's reaction to the proposal isn't exactly what you'd expect from someone who's 100% certain. He covers his face with his hands, looks away, and perhaps fearing what he may say, Kim goes on to reassure him before he responds that whatever happens, she's always going to be there.
Regardless of anything that happens, I want you to know that I'm always going to be here. I'm not going anywhere.
I mean, if Usman ever needed a signal, a sign that Kim will accept being wife number 2, that right there is it. She's just said to him, I'm going nowhere. And when he finally responds to Kim's proposal, the way he answers it indicates he's not accepting for himself. He accepts as a favour to her because it will make her happy.
If marrying you is what will make you happy in this life, I'm ready to marry you, telling you. And I'll repeat and say yes, 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 yes.
Will you marry me? Yeah, if it will make you happy. What kind of response is that? When Usman is actually asked by the production crew, why did you say yes? He points out Kim went to a lot of effort. Plus, she said she'll stick around whatever happens. Those things combined means he had to say yes.
How she's ready to be with me regardless of anything that's going to happen. I have to accept it. It's something touching, actually. Look at how she take much time decorating the whole house. It looks so romantic.
What I also found funny, aside from Kim buying 2 rings for Usman in case one didn't fit, was the way Usman reacted to the proposal in practically an identical fashion to how he reacted when Kim previously bought him a PlayStation and a MacBook.
This is one of the days that I would never forget in my life.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
This is something I will never forget. I'm telling you that. This is something I would never forget.
I know. Ooh.
I love it.
I love you.
I love it.
Good. Good. It makes me so happy.
The similarities are uncanny, aren't they? The question is, as Kim rightly alludes to, does he love the gifts or does he love her? The jury's out on that one. But one thing we do now know is, despite Kim again reiterating that she expects to be wife number one, Usman has a growing sense of confidence that whatever happens, Kim will accept it and not go anywhere.
So I'm still scared of what mom is going to say, but we just have to work out and see what will happen. I don't know. And if this didn't work, Kimbaaaly just will be your second wife.
Basically, she's just gonna have to shut up and accept it, is what he's saying. And so we join them the next morning as Usman prepares to go on a date with another lady.
Baby, don't you think that this clothes is nice on my body?
That doesn't exactly feel like he's being very considerate towards Kim there, does it? Hey Kim, don't I look really good for this new girl? That seems like a cruel thing for Usman to be saying. And with that in mind, it's no surprise that Kim is finding this all very hard to deal with this morning.
Even though I proposed to Usman last night and he said yes, he's still going on this little meeting date or whatever that his mom set up. It's killing me. It's breaking my heart. I have to swallow this hurt and this anger and just go along with it, but I ain't happy. Don't have fun. Don't have fun at all.
Okay.
It's hard to feel any sympathy for Kim at this stage. This is all of her own making. And when she says that she wants to call her son Jamal to let him know that she's now engaged, she points out that she knows he's not going to be happy to hear about this all.
I'm really nervous to have this conversation because I know he's not going to be happy about that at all.
And can you blame him, Kim? Is it any surprise Jamal's not going to be happy? The very first question he asks his mum is, how are you and Usman getting along? To which Kim replies,
Not well. Now we are, but I mean, we weren't. It's been drama ever since I've been here. It's been rough, very rough.
Great, sounds like a great precursor before telling him that you're engaged. But hold up, it gets worse, Jamal, because Kim then goes on to say, not only did his family not accept me, but oh, by the way, right now as we're having this call, Usman is on a date with another woman.
What the?
I don't like it, but this is what can I say?
I don't even know how you feel comfortable with that, especially seeing how things worked out with my dad.
But it's
To be
his
honest,
culture, though.
It's very disappointing. Sounds like you're not thinking this through.
Oh, just you wait, Jamal. You haven't heard the worst of it yet. When Jamal asks, okay, so what's happening now then? What's the plan? Kim begins to tell Jamal about her proposal the night before. And even before she's finished the sentence, poor Jamal looks distraught. He cannot believe what he's hearing.
I decorated the whole living room, and I did it, and I proposed, and I actually got down on one knee and proposed, and he said yes. Hi.
When he's eventually able to talk again, Jamal asks his mum, how come you managed to get engaged behind his mum's back? I thought Usman never disobeyed his mum. Seems like he does then, huh?
To me, it sounds like he's perfectly fine with deceiving his mom and disobeying her.
Good point.
Which means he would do that to you in a heartbeat.
And suddenly, for the first time in a long time, something seems to click for Kim. Hearing her son point out the obvious hypocrisy in her fiancé's actions helps her to see things from a new perspective.
It's a good point. Jamal's a smart dude, because that was very, very smart. It made me think like, wow, it's deceiving. It's deceiving.
And the episode ends with Jamal cautioning his mum, Mum, please slow down. This is all going way too fast. Whatever you do, do not, under any circumstances, get married on this trip.
I feel like you're making a lot of impulsive decisions with this guy. And I just feel like you're really not thinking. Don't get married while you're there. There's just not enough time, in my opinion.
I hope that that's what Kim needed to hear. Maybe, just maybe, her son might be able to break her free from the spell that she's under. But then again, I'm not exactly holding my breath.
I would hope that Usman is the man I think he is. I hope and pray that. Because if I find out that Usman's lying to me about making me the first wife, there is no more hope in this relationship.